I think the best thing I ever did was say this dream out loud to the people who care about me the most. And when you're stuck, you raise your hand.
Having someone that can be there with you to navigate that without any sort of judgment.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Whitney. This is the Use Your Fear podcast.
56?
You are 56 minutes
56.
late, ma'am.
Not an hour.
And you told me to set my alarm for 7:30 a.m. And what time did you get up?
To be fair, I did set my alarm up at 6:30. 7:30. But I got up at 8:30?
8:30.
It was 8:30, yeah.
Because I was downstairs just laughing to videos well,
I was dead to the world.
shit.
My cats were banging on everything.
Yeah, they were yelling at
screaming.
me. Like, hey, feed me.
Give me my wet food.
And I'm like, I don't know what your morning routine is. I ain't feeding you. I gotta do something, get myself in trouble.
I'm not your mom.
I ain't your mom. I ain't your cat mom.
I feel like moms are really good at that, ignoring,
Yeah, you have to.
tuning out things. With me, every noise,
I don't know if it's just a mom thing or a just personality thing too.
Is it?
Yeah, because you're all like you were when we were getting ready. You're like, I need this noise, otherwise it's gonna make me do this, and I'm over here just like.
I know.
In my head, and Michelle is always gonna be late. But it's okay. We're here.
We are.
Yeah. We're
Episode 2.
Holy mackerel.
They said it would never last.
Right?
Yeah. We're
here.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm Michelle and I have imposter syndrome. So this is a great episode.
Sure is. Sure is.
Yeah, yesterday was a struggle. I did great at the practice run through.
Mm-hmm.
Felt good, felt solid. There's no pressure on it. And then I was like, okay, it's time to be on. And then suddenly I'm getting 20 ice packs and...
Yeah, I mean, you had all the ice packs. Now you can actually use your fan on low because we know that...
I know. Thank you for that permission.
You are very welcome.
I need my Beyonce fan wherever I go.
You're such a fucking diva.
I am a diva.
You really are. I feel like,
I don't mean to be.
As people get older, most people mellow out. But you're inner diva.
I think it's because I forced myself to be mellow.
You've never allowed that inner diva to be out.
I didn't.
So now you're like, bitch, let your freak flag fly.
This is hilarious.
Freak fab fly?
Freak flag fry.
Whoa. Freak flag fly.
There it is.
I said fab flab.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm making up.
Your fab flag. I like that.
You're a fab flag.
Your face. No, but I was talking to my mom when I went over to see her for Mother's Day, and I was like, it all started with Harry Met Sally, because I have definitive moments where things happen.
You have to have it. That's you. That is your...
Yes. Yeah, Harry Met Sally came out, and it was, you're a low maintenance or a high maintenance woman. And I was like, I need to be a low maintenance, because that's what the boys like.
Mm-hmm. I actually read this, and of course, everything you read online, you shouldn't always believe everything you read online. No. You can say anything. I could be like, the sky is green.
Does that mean I can eat Tide Pods now?
I mean, no. Do your own research, you big dum-dum. But I read one that was talking about just kind of your inner mental health and stuff like that and around women or people in general that are considered low maintenance and that's actually a what did they say? It was a survival skill.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not I'm really cool. It's a survival skill that you've kind of just learned from life.
Yes.
And
it was one of those, this is how I'm going to show up.
I'm going to show up as an easy maintenance, low maintenance.
Totally low maintenance, even though I take an hour and a half shower and get ready. But I'm better now today.
Good.
Because I have my emotional support pillow.
I feel like we all need, sometimes an emotional support something. And if it's your pillow, that's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thanks.
When I went through my sobriety, it was my emotional support large water
Yes.
or Diet Coke or whatever it was.
Cheers.
And I have still never given it up. As we talked about in our first one, I would love to start for you. What is your high, low in Buffalo?
I think my high was doing the run through.
Yeah, so if episode 1 actually sucked, you should have heard the run through.
Yeah.
So we're no longer doing run throughs. We're just going straight into it.
Yeah, because I'm better.
Off the cuff.
Yeah, so that was my high.
What was your low?
My low is, I think, going back through, I'm struggling right now. Like, we're on video right now, let's be real. And I'm struggling right now because this is the biggest I have been in my entire life. I had a lot of health stuff go on in the beginning of this year. I was fed 1 million steroids. You'd think I was buff, but I'm not. I'm just pudgy, but that's okay. But in that, like, I in the past have been really, really hard on myself. I have gained and lost 60 pounds 3 times in 7 years.
Yeah.
I also found out I have a binge eating disorder. Whoa, getting real. And so now I'm on this special diet because of my allergies. And that has made me 10 million times, like, just feel so much better. I thought I just had a bad attitude. Turns out I just felt like crap every day.
I was like what Matt said. I thought I was just being rude, but actually I'm allergic to bananas. I was like, that's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was my low, is just going through some of the camera footage, which we're not going to use, thank goodness. And Buffalo, unexpected. In the past, I would have, like, been really hard on myself. But because of, like, the work I've done this year on myself, I'm saying myself a lot, I'm getting in my head, can you tell?
I can.
Here
Get
it
out
is.
of there. Get out of there.
Yeah, get out of there. Scram. So because, like, I've done the work, now I have tools to actually look at it from a different perspective. And I really turned a corner this year. I really took care of myself this year. I've already started on this new diet and have lost 15 pounds. And it's not about the weight. It's really about being healthy. I know everybody says that's not about the weight, but the weight part is great too. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, right? But I just overall this year, well, starting last year, I went on this, like, health journey, and it has not been a straight line. But I'm surprised that, like, the old me would have been like, we're never recording again. Yeah. But now I'm like, you know what? I have my emotional support pillow.
Yeah.
And I'm here, and I also saw how much I was, like, touching my hair and messing with, like, how I was standing and like, or not standing. I was not
Sitting.
standing. I was sitting.
I move around a lot too, but that's also I'm fidgety. Sometimes I gotta crisscross applesauce.
Yeah.
Sometimes I gotta do the side. So
I just kept thinking about how I looked. And I think that also goes back to me being in marketing. I'm used to, being on air on a TV station to do a segment, and how does the table look? How do I look? Like, so I think that's where my brain just automatically goes. And this podcast is meant to just be fucking real. Like, I didn't put as much makeup on as I put yesterday. My hair isn't absolutely perfect with the perfectly, like, I've, like, gray hair that I've, like, made sure molded into my highlights. My hairstylist is fantastic. And, well, in my head, I guess, hopefully.
no, your hair looks wonderful. I'm sorry.
No!
Were you fishing there?
No,
You were totally fishing.
I was
You
fishing,
looked at
but
me,
not from you, from the audience.
But you gave me the, like, I'm fishing,
did.
fucking compliment me eyes.
Guys, I'm imposter. I should not be here.
But not we all, but a lot of us have imposter syndrome.
No, for
so
sure.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Is to talk about it.
And it is wild to experience, like, in real time, because it's something that, like, I'll go through stuff down, and then a month later I'll be like, oh, that's what that was. But now I'm, like, in real time, like, what do I do with my hands?
It's the Will Ferrell and the Talladega Nights. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands. So yeah, I'm experiencing fear. Like, I'm terrified of this podcast. My heart is beating, my palms are sweaty, my knees are weak, and mom's spaghetti. And
we're bringing that one back in too. Make sure that hits every episode.
I know. But now we need to listen to Lose Yourself before we record. We'll add that to the playlist.
It's on my dopamine mix.
Nice. Yeah, so that was a really fucking long explanation for
a buffalo.
A buffalo.
Yeah.
And how about you? Are you on me right now, please?
Sure, okay.
Thank you.
I would say that my high was getting this kicked off. And getting to be here with you and to start recording and to start making it real. I would say my low is that we don't have video footage. I'm so bummed about that because I was a video film major.
Yes.
And so to me, like, that's part of it is the video aspect of everything. If you could see the setup we have right now, it's quite ridiculous. There are 3 cameras, 5 lights, 2 mics, and a partridge in a pear tree. And then my buffalo. Let's see. From just yesterday through today, I don't really know if I have a buffalo that kept me unexpected.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You did yawn yesterday.
I did. Yeah.
Nothing's unexpected.
No.
You're like, Michelle's always going to be late. I'm going to set up on the camera.
I'm going to fall asleep at, 5.
Yeah.
And then
7:30. It was like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that's usually when I head to bed. To start reading and pass out while I'm reading. I see how much I can read before my medicine kicks in. It's like a game.
I think I need to start doing that. Instead of looking at my phone and seeing the screen, I think I need
Well, it's reading on my phone.
Oh.
It's the app on my reading app on my phone. So.
Okay. I don't know. I gotta figure something out.
Yeah.
And
I know what my buffalo was.
Thank you.
Here it is. I went to Target to go buy another tripod.
Yes.
And I got a really great compliment from a lady there.
That's right.
Who stopped me and she was like, "Oh my God, I love your hair. Is that natural?" I'm like, I actually just recolored it. It's really close to natural. Like, it's not far off. And she's like, "It is beautiful and I love it so much." And that just made my day.
I know.
Yeah, just some.
I love that.
Randomly,
Strangers kind of.
yes.
That's one of my favorite things too. Is like some days I'll just look around and be like, "How can I bring a smile to someone's face?"
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, I love that color on you. Oh my gosh, I love those earrings. But that's when I feel extroverted.
Yeah. We don't always feel extroverted.
No.
But that was definitely my buffalo, I would say, from yesterday.
From yesterday, yeah. Overall, the high from this whole trip
Has been hanging out with you.
Oh,
Is that not what the answer is?
shit. But we're happy you're here. Welcome to the Use Your Fear podcast. We get into the honest, messy, sometimes hilarious ways to face fear and come out stronger. And I'm excited to be here. I know you are too. And we have real talk, and it's best friend banter.
Yeah.
Which I absolutely love about it, because I think that's what everybody needs, is a little best friend banter around the hard stuff, to talk about the real topics, but also laugh at ourselves along the way.
Yeah, I will laugh nonstop at myself. So, but this is part 2 of our series, our launch series, Am I Enough? Today we're going to be exploring a fear that hides behind achievement, confidence, and success, imposter syndrome.
So the first episode we unpacked not being enough. Now we're changing things up and talking about the fear of being found out. Ugh, it gives me shudders. Being exposed as a fraud. I know I feel like that. I feel like that right now. even when you've done the work.
Imposter syndrome, it can feel like you're always performing.
Always.
And it feels like you walk into a room and you don't belong.
No. Every room.
Even the bathroom.
Oh no, I for sure belong in the bathroom. I can close the door and nobody else sees me.
It's exhausting, and it's a cycle.
I'm getting anxiety just thinking about it.
Are you?
Yes.
It's a cycle of hiding and doubt and overachieving. Like,
Yeah.
it is something that people hide so well, and it is mentally exhausting. There are days I come home and I am more mentally exhausted than I would be if I would have just had an extremely like physical work day,
Yeah.
because I feel like mental exhaustion can definitely be more than physical exhaustion.
Oh, for sure. And you can't turn it off. Well, at least I can't.
It's hard to.
And I almost call it like Wizard of Ozzing.
Wizard of Ozzing.
It's like, pay no attention to this man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
And he's like the great and powerful Oz, and he has the big machine head and the fighter, and like you're trying to present a certain way, but really there's this person pulling all the levers and trying fast and furiously to puff out your chest and look like you know what you're talking about. And yeah, because everybody wants to be perceived as, oh, they know what they're talking about. Oh, and I do know what I'm talking about.
But then you doubt yourself that you sound like you know what you're talking about, or that people believe that you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, buy-in, I think, is something I'm always cognizant of, because again, I'm very audience focused and driven. So, and that's either a listening audience, hey, or it's, you know, a GM in front of me that I'm talking to and getting them to buy into some kind of marketing program, or, you know, put themselves out there, because that's not easy to do. So it's all like, oh, how can I be to break the barrier, meet this person where they are, and get the results that we want.
Right.
But every interaction is not a fucking result, Michelle.
That's so true. But I also feel like when you get into imposter syndrome, it goes hand in hand with needing validation. Because if you don't get validation, then it just amplifies that feeling that you're an imposter.
True.
Because you're just like, well, I didn't get anything great from this.
I said this joke. Why didn't you laugh at my joke?
Oh, my bad. It wasn't funny. But they go hand in hand, and it's, if you're not getting the validation, then you feel like you're a fraud, and what you're doing isn't making a difference, and it all just keeps coming full circle.
Why am I here in the first place?
Right.
If I'm not moving the needle.
Yeah.
And then that builds into your self-worth.
Absolutely.
I pump myself up before I go into a room. I almost throw like a mini pep rally in my head. Like, come on, you got this.
Did
like,
you make a spirit stick?
I did every
Yes.
time. And like, I would pull fight or flight inside of me to show up and be on.
Right.
And then when I step in the room and then I look around, I'm like, do you like me? Do you like me? Do you like what I'm saying? Is this working? And then when I'm not getting that, you know, the nod, you know, or a smile, then I'm like, oh, who the fuck do I think I am? Like, what am I doing here? Yeah. And then I get, I shrink, and then I get smaller because, oh, I was too much. I was too loud.
Yeah, that definitely hits it home. What would you say is your first memory of imposter syndrome?
Oh, good God. I remember being in first grade.
Yep.
And you know how they would have the cards, like the different colored cards, like your name and then your cards. And you started off green. And then they pulled one, it was yellow. And then they pulled one, it was maybe like orange.
Oh, like when it was like
red.
trouble?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I just remember, like, I have to win this. Like, I need to always be green.
Yeah.
And I need to prove, like, I'm a good girl. Look at me. I'm, you know, good. And I remember getting my card pulled.
I am just picturing the Michelle meltdown.
Yes. There was another time, too, real quick, because this is funny, too. You know, when some of parents' fears are they're going to say something and their kids are going to repeat it later, right?
Oh, God, yes. There's definitely been things that have been mentioned from our household to teachers.
Yeah.
Or things that kids have said to me at work that I'm just like, I bet your parents still wish you would have said that.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, you have to take everything with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
So at least that's how I take it.
So,
but not everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm in class and someone said something and I go, well, that just pisses me off. I didn't know it was a bad word. Because I'm like, oh, shit's a bad word, fuck's a bad word. Like,
I'm not pissed.
But why is piss a bad word? And I got my card pulled then.
Damn.
I know.
Troublemaker. Yes.
But yeah, I felt less than. I felt like, oh, but I didn't mean to do that. And then, but now that yellow is who I am now. Like, oh shit. And maybe that's a backwards imposter syndrome thing.
So I would say that for me, imposter syndrome is something I've really thought about more as an adult and not as a child. My biggest thought that it kind of kicked in was I would be at a venue and someone would walk in and be like, oh, Big Boss is here. And I'd be like, where? I never felt that. I never felt like I was a district manager. I never felt like I was a manager of managers.
Yeah.
I've always felt like I have just been there longer. I have more knowledge because I've been there longer. And I'm just here to help guide and lead and give you my knowledge. So when people say things like, oh, the Big Boss is here, it really makes me uncomfortable. And that I'm like, how did I earn this? How did I get here?
Right.
I have always felt like I'm an imposter in the role I'm in.
No, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
What you just said. Like, because it reminds me of something my dad taught me. Michelle, you need to treat others the way you need to be treated. I don't care if they're a janitor. I don't care if they're the general, I don't care. And so that was something I always took in with me it's important to be approachable no matter what, no matter where you are. And so when you move through life, you think that's the rules. And so, when I got older, I think I've gotten a lot of feedback from my operators that you're real. Like you're authentic. I will show up and tell you the truth, and
I get that too.
And we'll figure out the solution. Maybe the situation sucks, but we'll get through it and we'll find the light to get the results at the end of the day, and we'll work together on that. That doesn't look like leadership to leadership.
No, but that's how I am as well. I'm very much let's work together and let's do this. And I will jump in there next to you and I will fill in the kitchen if need be.
Right.
But I would never see,
no.
I have never seen a DM when I was not one.
I've seen a few
do things like that.
Right. I've seen a few, but they're very few and far between.
Agreed.
And I think when I got a big girl job and, moved into spaces, I was like, wait, you're not going to treat me like you? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, I remember feeling that less than feeling in the corporate world. And I think because I didn't prepare myself for that, because I thought the world was different. So when I was in there, I think I've spent years overcompensating internally.
Right.
Without realizing it.
And I think that with how I performed in my role previous to me getting that promotion and then still getting the promotion.
Yeah.
I think for me, the hardest piece was having to change myself so much to fit into that role.
Yeah.
And then constantly feeling like, and that totally comes back to that Enneagram 4 or 5. 4s are, you don't want to be in a box. You want to be your own self. You want to be different. You want to be who you are. And that is something that I can never get out of me. And so I fought my internal, thinking on, I grew my hair out. I had normal hair color. And then it was so much that I think I started to just kind of naturally rebel to it. And that's probably why I'm going through a midlife crisis right now. getting tattoos and wanting to dye my hair purple and starting this and then starting that and then starting this. But I think that I fought so hard internally against that idea of who I am and being the person I want to be to fit into this role. And that probably fed into that imposter syndrome. Because I felt like I was changing who I was to fit. And so I felt like an imposter for myself in this role, that I got this title that I did work my ass off for. But then I never felt like I was good enough to be the boss.
What I'm hearing you say is that you typically march the beat of your own drum.
1,000%.
And then when you got into the quote unquote real world, you're like, oh shit, this doesn't serve me, so I need to fit here. But then internally,
I'm battling myself.
Yes. Because it's not natural.
No.
I mean, that's how I see what you're...
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
That is, maybe I said it in too many words.
Imposter syndrome in relationships is a whole other ballgame. I know, again, I think that goes back to the movie When Harry Met Sally. And, you're supposed to be, oh, are you a high maintenance chick or are you a low maintenance chick? And I remember turning people off because I put a lot of pressure on, oh, am I going to meet the parents for the first time? Or, we're going to go out for the first time. So I'm going to meticulously get ready. So Michelle getting ready, but on a whole, double it. It's terrible.
Yes.
So yeah, taking a long time to get ready and then having this intense, I'm causing issues. I'm inconveniencing others. I'm not being that low maintenance girl that I want to be. And then I'm hard on myself. And then I get down on myself for that. And then I go to the date and I'm quiet as a mouse, which is not me.
Yeah.
And I turn into, I try to fit into this box or make myself smaller just to kind of calm my anxiety from the beat down that I just gave myself in my head. I'm trying to come back from that. I never realized I did that. And that just came out.
No, I mean, I definitely, looking back at different romantic relationships,
Right.
I've definitely been in ones where I've felt like I've had to adjust myself.
Yes.
Probably the biggest adjustment was who I dated before Eric and I got married. And I completely went more quiet and timid and not as loud and changed who I was. And then after we broke up and Eric and I started dating again, I was like, oh my God, I was not being myself.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about my husband, is that I 100% can be myself.
Same.
And when I do something that's weird, I'm like, you knew what you were getting into. But even before that, my 3-year relationship with Kevin, who was 10 years older, even in that, there was such a big age gap. I think that there were things that I adjusted in myself to
don't appear
too youthful,
yes.
to this, too immature,
yes.
But at the same time, he also gave me some great tools on being more truthful to myself and things like that. So there's always ups and downs, but I definitely feel like in relationships, you can hold certain pieces of you back.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it's just romantic. I think it's friendships.
For sure.
I think it's family. I think it's work. I think it's everything. I've really come to terms with I'm an energy matcher. Yeah, 100% I am. And if I am with somebody who is extremely big and outgoing, I will be extremely big and outgoing, because that's maybe how I've always tried to fit in, is to match what's around me, and that's my masking that I've done.
It could be that. I think it's also you're meeting the other person where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
You want to appear relatable to them.
Yeah.
so your message comes across. And then you get onto yourself for not being your true self. It's like it's a weird line to be on. Like, I'm here to show up for you and be here for you, but then how do I be there for myself at the same time and show up the way I truly want to, that I'll be proud of, just me be proud of, not that others will be proud of. Like, how would I be proud of and how I
be
show
myself and not somebody else.
Yeah.
It's hard.
And we get lost in other people being proud of us because that's quicker validation.
100%.
I don't give myself fast validation. It takes me a while to like.
Do we give ourselves validation?
No.
That is not an easy thing to do. But if someone else gives us validation, then that's
I didn't have to do work for that.
Right? That's a dopamine boost.
Well, I did do work for it, but
you did a lot and you faked it. You faked it till you made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so that worked.
No, because you burned yourself out.
Yeah, I did.
So it doesn't work.
No,
but it's a vicious cycle that we get stuck in.
It works for that moment in time, and then when you go home, when things are quiet, then you like collapse on your couch or on your bed.
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah,
and I think that goes into that idea of having that external success, but the internal doubt.
Yes.
Because you're getting that validation from someone else, but you're not giving it to yourself like we should. And then you're just constantly like crushing yourself because you are chasing this validation from others and not giving yourself the props that you need.
I think we move too fast to even...
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
To even check in with ourselves.
Right.
Like, because all we're focused on is, if I show up, this is how the room will like me.
Mm-hmm.
Again, screw my own thoughts and feelings.
Right.
They don't serve me.
Nope.
So I think that goes into why it becomes so persistent.
Yeah.
Because it's the constant dance that we do.
Absolutely. It's always a performance, whether you think about it or not.
Yeah.
And that's where you get into the burnout and you come home and you have to like hide from the world for a day or two. I mean, I would do events that are, later into the evening and past my bedtime.
Yes.
And then I have over prepared for the whole thing. And the events come out beautiful and great and grand and high end. And
you're proud of them.
So proud of them. And there is lots of validation in that. And it's
tons.
Me giving validation to my team that's helped. But dear God, is it exhausting? And it is. It's slightly a dance and a performance.
It is.
Even in those situations where that is the things I love and I crave. Probably because it is instant gratification. But at the same time, it is there's still that dance in there and that mental fatigue that comes from it. And I'll sleep for 2 days.
Right. And something that also in the event itself, because we both do events, and you're at a large scale event, there's, tens of thousands of people there.
Talking nonstop.
You're talking nonstop. You're representing a brand. You're not representing yourself. So you can't, you don't show up as yourself because why?
You show up as the marketing Michelle or the marketing Whitney.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're paid to do. Like,
right.
Yes. But then it's like, there's some moments where things get uncomfortable. There's people who have, I've gotten hit on at events. I've gotten, and you're just kind of smiling. Oh, no, thank you. But the real Michelle wants to be like, fuck off, bro. Like, bitch, you can't do that though, because you're representing a brand. So, and I think that's an extreme case.
Right.
But I think over time, when you do those events, you don't realize how much you're chipping away at your internal self. And then because you're just so focused on events and performance and, it could be presentations, it could be projects at work, whatever, you're so focused on the audience receiving this beautiful thing that you've worked so hard, put your blood, sweat, and tears together in presenting, that you don't have you don't think you have time to fill your own cup. You don't, like, self-care, all of that. Oh, that's not important. I think that's what gets you lost in the loop of constant pressure to prove your place over and over and over. And it's like, I don't want to be known as, oh, the girl who did that badass event 6 weeks ago or 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
What have I done lately? So that's what keeps me in it to
win it.
Yeah. I must win at all costs.
But I think that even outside of that, like, then there's all of the pressure from society.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you add that on top of it. Like, this is what you're supposed to look like. This is how you're supposed to dress. This is the cars you should be driving. This is where you should be living. You should have 2.5 children. You should have this, and this. And
It's 2.5 children.
yeah, whatever. No. But it's coming from everywhere.
Yes.
At all times. And it's not just an internal struggle. It's just this constant, like, beratement. What is it? The word I'm thinking of? Like being bombarded.
Bombarded?
Is that what I'm thinking? Like being constantly bombarded by...
Yes.
Yeah. Life and society and things about how you should...
That's such a good point.
...be and how you should be acting.
Yeah. Because as a kid, you're trying to... You're a representation of your parents. And
dear God. I still am.
Yeah.
I still am.
Right. And then... Which, I mean, it teaches you to have a certain pride in yourself and to like, that's an important lesson.
Absolutely.
100%. But some people, this person, I'm pointing to me, by the way.
Yeah, just in case you're just
you're not on the video.
Not watching.
Get wrapped up in the winning of it all.
In it to win it.
And I personally will take that to an extreme. You know, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
Wait, it's such a good movie though. I love that movie.
It is.
But I always picture that manager who puts his leg up on the whatever it is. And he's like, okay, guys.
Well, I think part of a syndrome maybe, or like a side effect, or like that comes from imposter syndrome. And I know one is very big for you and one is very big for me, for sure.
I'm so glad your brain was up.
Yes, is...
And terrified at the same time.
Right, is codependency.
Yeah.
And for me, rejection syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
I get, hey, Whitney, can we talk? And I'm like, oh my God, the world is ending. I'm being fired. What is happening? I fucked something up. I start going back through my list of everything. So it can be a tone. It can be a word. It can be the smallest thing. And I immediately take it for the worst thing that could happen.
Right.
Or, hey, can we talk later?
Can't you just tell me right now?
What did I do?
Tell me the subject. Give me the agenda.
High anxiety, high stress until that conversation happens. And I'm sitting there having this argument in my head to myself about how terrible I am.
Yes.
And all the things I do wrong.
I've been found out.
Yes. And it's that I am fake. I'm doing this wrong.
Yeah.
I am not successful. I am not good. It is.
Yeah. I got a text from my boss, and I think I had been on vacation before this or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so in my head, I'm like, I'm so behind on XYZ, right?
I'll freak out if I get a text on vacation.
Yes.
And I'm doing something. I shouldn't be on vacation.
Yes.
I should not be taking time off for myself.
No. Same. I did that on my honeymoon. 3 days into my honeymoon, I was like,
yeah, you also
what am I
you were
doing?
supposed to go to the hospital.
Oh yeah. I have been in the middle of an x-ray where like the doctor's like, I'm in a hospital gown, and the doctor's like, we need to start this exam. And I'm like, okay, hang on, let me send this email real quick.
Dear God.
or I get told, go to the emergency room. Well, can I get these things done first, and then I can go this afternoon?
Yeah.
When I have time.
Fuck everything else in my life. Let me drop everything for this.
Yes.
Because if I don't, I'm going to get fired.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
At all times.
I feel that 1,000%.
The rug is going to get pulled out from underneath me
yes.
at any second. And it's also like a hyper-vigilant thing. I think because we know how impactful that feeling of the world turning upside down is, boy do I. And we do everything we can to prevent it and to juggle all the plates. And then it's like, this whole time we have a constant fear of we're going to be found out. I'm going to drop a plate somewhere and someone's going to notice it and it's going to be a really fucking big deal. But the funny story that I was thinking about was that my boss texted me, hey, I need to talk to you. And so I'm in a meeting and so I quietly like excuse myself. I'm in a restaurant. I go outside and I call my boss really fast. I'm like, hey, what's up? And my heart is like beating like a hummingbird. And she goes, you know how we were talking about the whale movie? And I was like,
Free Willy?
No, the whale, the movie The Whale with Brendan Fraser.
Oh, The Whale. Got
Yeah.
you.
She told me I should never watch The Whale.
With Brendan Fraser.
With Brendan Fraser.
Who, my love.
Yeah.
My
Well, because she
growing
knows
up crush.
she knows how sensitive I am. She goes, you would be sad for like a week after that. Like,
Fair.
which is fair.
Yeah.
And because we were talking about, I it's on my list, I want to see it. And she was like, she watched over the weekend and she was like, I have to tell Michelle not to see it. Like,
Yes.
she needs to be protected right now. But in my head, I'm like, I dropped a plate
Yes.
somewhere. Like, I was like,
is-
this is it. This is a moment where I get told, you know what, pack up your stuff and go home.
You're fired. I am so like cognizant of that feeling that when I text my managers, I'll be like, whenever you have 5-10 minutes, give me a call. It's nothing bad.
Yes. It's
I-
nothing rushed. It's
yeah,
not
no
a rush.
rush.
Nothing bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I am too.
I have to make sure that they don't feel that.
Yes.
Because it's the worst feeling.
Yes.
And I feel it all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
24/7.
Yeah.
Doesn't even matter if
No.
I have 2 unread emails in my inbox, which rarely happens.
Did you see how many unread text messages you have, ma'am?
It got bad this year.
It's 170.
It got bad this year. That's not normal.
No, I can't even
just
have
a 2025 thing.
I can't even have one.
I know. You
You
and my
won't
husband.
necessarily read
I
it.
know. I'm
I'll
stressing
just
you out.
really-
You hear how stressed out she is right now?
So stressed
about my text messages.
Yes. I can't have the notification. Even if I just am clearing out the notifications, I just need them gone. I need that gone.
In my head, I thought codependency was, you can never go to the movies without your significant other or your friend.
Go to the
or-
movies by myself.
I love going to the movies by
I used to
myself.
have dates with myself.
Yes.
I get a big thing of popcorn and
Yes.
a Diet Coke and just
And then you're like laughing.
Yeah,
you
but
don't
I'd watch,
care
like,
because you're with strangers.
kid movies. Like
Yeah.
I went to go see Megamind by
That's
myself.
fun. That's a
why,
good one.
That's why I had kids, so I could keep going and see
Heck yeah.
cartoons.
Yeah. I love that for you. But lost train of thought.
Codependency.
Thank
I'd
you.
Go see.
Yeah, see, I don't want to talk about this. Can you tell?
I can tell. You didn't want to go see movies, or you had to go.
No, I did. No, I
Eventually
didn't
you
think
did.
I was codependent because I loved going out to eat by myself. I love, going to a bar by myself. I love, running errands or going to a movie by myself. Like, I love that individualized stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so in my head, I was like, oh, I'm not codependent. Like,
I'm
that's,
independent.
yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong. So codependency is not paying attention to your own thoughts, feelings. It's focusing on how others perceive you, and you want to control what is on the outside. So you perform.
That's definitely you and not me.
100%. So you show up the way others want, you think others want you to show up in order to be pleasing to them. And then there's another layer of it where you're actually being manipulative. You're actually like not presenting yourself as you are. And so you're like, what the fuck? I just turned into a pretzel and you don't appreciate it. How dare you?
Right?
I showed up the way you wanted me to show and now you're not happy with the way I showed up.
Fuck you.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So that's where codependency comes in line with you don't have to be codependent with a person. Does it happen? Yes, 100%. Like people are codependent with an alcoholic or a parent or a child even, especially one that has maybe special needs. That's an easy dance to fall in line with. With me, my dance was, how do I show up with work? Because to me, that was filling my, number one, my bank account. Number two, my sense of self. Because when I was a good marketer, I was a good person. And so I would twist myself like a pretzel 24/7, depending on the job. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is codependency.
So what do you think it would mean now to stop proving and start belonging?
Yeah. I am just now unpacking that.
Yeah. It's not a quick unpack either.
No, it took a long time for me to actually own that I am codependent, because I've prided myself on being so independent for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need nobody. I can do it myself. I taught myself how to tie my own shoes as a kid, because I was so independent on that. Like, I would lock myself in my room for 3 hours. And I have this weird, crazy way of doing it. Like, if I actually show you the real way I taught myself, you guys would think you probably already think I'm batshit crazy, and that's fine.
I mean, that's why you're my best friend.
It's true. But it's my parents' favorite story to tell to anybody.
Yes.
Just watch how she ties her shoes. It's my party trick. But I prided myself on being so independent that I'm like, there's no way.
I'm sorry. Why are their favorite stories the ones that you don't want them to say?
Oh, because it's a joke. It's something to laugh at.
Yeah, but I'm not laughing.
No, but yeah, that's fine. It's you. You're just a child.
I keep going back
I can fix you later.
I keep going back to your dad's story every time.
Oh shit, what?
When we were at Joe's Crab Shack and she rose and jumped on me. I'm like,
yeah,
stop telling that story. I'm telling you that.
I was a different person.
Yeah, stop telling that story. I'm a 40-something-year-old woman now.
I'm not 6 years old.
No.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I can see that.
Yeah,
I see you.
You see me? Although then my favorite story to tell, because we do this with siblings too, is when my brother and I tied my sister to the stairs with dental floss because she was trying to run away.
That is one of my favorite stories.
It is. So, I mean, we also do it to our siblings and stuff.
100%.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn it, not this story again.
Oh my gosh.
What would it mean to you to stop proving yourself and to start belonging?
A punch. Yeah, no, I mean, I've just now acknowledged that I'm codependent. I've just figured out that I fit that definition, because I always prided myself on being so independent. But I really want to make sure, I have a full understanding of how that is playing a role in my life, and I think I'm still layering that back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm exploring it in my therapy sessions. And then I also just recently started going to, I did not know this existed, CODA. And it's Codependence Anonymous. It's very similar to Al-Anon.
Mm-hmm.
And Al-Anon is for anybody who has like a family friend, anybody in their life that is facing either, is an alcoholic, addiction, facing addiction, anything like that. It's very similar. So yeah, I'm going to Codependence Anonymous now, and they actually have 12 steps.
You're very anonymous anymore.
No.
They have 12 steps?
They have 12 steps.
Okay.
I actually have a booklet and everything, and I know, am I cute?
Do you get a little coin too?
Maybe. I don't know. That's fun. You can actually get a sponsor. You can work the steps. And
do you have a sponsor?
Not yet. You're supposed to go 6 times to determine if it's for sure for you.
Gotcha.
And then, but I'm starting to look into where can I find one, and because the group I go to is pretty small. And of course, like, I just barely met these people, so I've gone twice. I went one weeks ago, and then I had a panic attack doing something the following week, and another panic attack the next week. Or I was exhausted, I was too tired. And then the next week I just forgot about it because my ADHD brain didn't let me remember. So
time is blank sometimes.
I know. So I've gotten back into it, and actually got really shared something, about my inner child work that we talked about last episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a lot of encouragement. I also had a friend go with me. So that was cool to have a friend there also who got something out of it too. And I just got a lot of people coming back up to me and telling they really resonated with what I said, which made me feel better because I felt real naked. But yeah, it's so far so good. And I'll report back on what that journey looks like.
Absolutely. Keep us posted.
Yeah.
We want to know.
Who knew Coda exists?
I sure didn't.
I know.
Or the EMDR.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't know about that either.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I definitely get free therapy from you and from my sister, so I'm very grateful to both of you for me not having to spend my money on it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So
it's a lot of money.
Shout out to both of y'all.
Coda's free.
Yeah.
The books aren't.
Well, damn it.
And maybe a sweater.
You are such a merch person.
I run into that for sure.
You're like, I need the merch.
You know why?
Why?
Let's dig into that
real
quick.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
The reason why is because I think my entire wardrobe is other brands.
So you want to show that you did this.
I want something that represents me.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm wearing an inclusion shirt. I'm like, oh God, she's so woke. But like,
I just bought the You Might Be DEI t-shirt as well. So I've actually been looking at it for a while, and I was just like, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had clothes that I felt happy to put on. They were just, I was either buying clothes that would fit an occasion that I didn't want to go to, or buying clothes that would hide my body because, I just needed to wear clothes in case I decide to go out to dinner.
Don't be naked. I mean, go naked.
Right.
But
for the first time, again, like things in my office, like I'm doing things for myself, and I'm like a kid right now who's like putting on their favorite band t-shirt, like
I had so many.
I know. So this is me right now in my space. I feel getting in touch with my younger self. But yeah, that's why I've been buying a lot of like clothes lately.
Yeah.
Because it's just
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm, trying to get into narrating audiobooks.
Right.
And my painting again that I went to school for that I never did anything with.
Right.
And now doing this podcast with you, I had this conversation with my husband the other day where I feel like, again, I lost myself for years. And I did feel like an imposter, and I didn't know who I was. And same kind of thing. I'm trying to refine myself. And does that equal a midlife crisis? Probably. I'm probably in here. I'm, trying to dye my hair purple and get tattoos and not tell my husband about it. But don't do that. And that's, not wanting to get in trouble. And that's that young self again that comes out, that rejection syndrome, that you're going to be in trouble for doing
rejection syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
Did we talk about that?
We did. I did talk about that. Wow.
An asshole.
Have terrible memory.
I know. I feel like, was it Dora? Is it
Dory?
Dory. It's Dory.
I was like, Dora the Explorer?
Yeah.
Backpack. Swiper, no swiping.
Oh gosh. I never got into that because I didn't have a kid that age. So, what would it feel like to fully own my own voice without apologizing for it?
I definitely am told often that I'm too much, too loud, too big of a laugh, too noisy, too different.
Mm-hmm.
And I do my best at still just being myself. But I will apologize for it. And I think that's the piece that I need to work on, is being more unapologetic about who I am.
Yeah.
And not trying to, lessen my light so that others can shine more. I'm sorry that your light isn't as bright as mine.
Sorry about your light.
Sorry your light's so dim.
You know what my brain went to for a second?
What?
The Friends. Was it the Friends episode? It was the wind. Like, you're trying to steal her wind.
I have to tell you, I was on a Zoom meeting and one of my friends texted me during the meeting and he goes, "Did you know that you have RGF?" And I'm like, "It's not resting bitch face.
No.
What's RGF?" He goes, "Resting grinning face."
You're the antidote to RBF.
I mean, I just, that's my natural who I am, is I'm happy and I smile.
How dare you?
When I'm not, it's very apparent. People are like, "Oh my God, are you okay?"
Yeah, yeah.
So
You're
that's
right.
a downside, is that you can tell when I'm not.
Yeah.
But I don't need to apologize for it.
Yeah. I think I've always danced on, I think we get into this the next episode,
Mm-hmm.
but I dance on the line of being too much and not enough.
Oh,
I'm never just enough, or I haven't been.
yeah.
I didn't feel like I was. And so constantly dancing on, like you said, being too much, being too loud, or being too small.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been told, the person who said this, I'm not going to say who it was, but I don't think the person who said this meant it the way it's about to come out.
Right. But that's the way you perceived it.
But I've been told, and it was a family member, and I think it's because, like, let me just preface, like, growing up, I was very extroverted because that's how people like me.
Yeah.
I've become a little bit more introverted each day as I've gotten older, but at that time I was a lot more extroverted. And like, there's a good half the family is extroverted, half the family is very introverted. And so I got told that, when I walk into a room, I suck all the air out. What? But from this person's perspective,
Right.
I'm an introvert, and when you come in, you're a lot, and I don't know what to do.
And that makes sense on their side.
Right.
But as the person receiving that note,
Yes.
that is painful.
As a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And continuously.
Yeah.
But then, like, that person also still coaches me and says, keep being you.
Right.
You're my hero. I look up to you because of the way you are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, that person didn't mean it like that. But the negative voice, I think at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
whether you mean to or not,
Right.
the negative voice is the loudest. And
it's the way you take the message.
yeah.
Because of anything else that could be going on in your life,
Yeah.
too.
I could not be in a healthy mindset to take that note in.
Yeah.
What do teenagers do? They take everything personal.
Oh, dear God.
Everything.
Yes.
Especially me, like Miss Drama Queen over here.
Yes.
I would just to everybody out there, just you don't know what the other person is going through. You don't know what they're experiencing.
Mm-mm.
Be careful with what you say.
Even if you don't mean it.
Yeah.
In a way that can be taken. And that's actually something I have to talk about a lot with people at work when I'm having to like give them kind of guidance and coachings because they're in trouble for something. So I'm like, you may mean it one way. I go, however, in our world, perception is reality. And how
I hate that phrase. It's true.
I hate it too, and I use it all the time. Fuck, I mean,
that's so corporate.
But it is such a factual statement that how you took it, that's how you perceived it.
Right.
And to you, that is reality. And so I've had to use that statement where I'm like, you may have said something to someone and you didn't mean it that way, but this is how they took it.
Right.
Because you don't know what's going on in their life. And that is something I try very hard to be
cognizant.
Yes. About and think about how others are going to take something, and to the point of probably me being overly nice and overly like, okay, we're going to come at this with like a cuddle.
Yeah.
And I want you to know that nothing's wrong.
You're okay, you're okay, you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you're okay.
Because of that, and it all comes back to that rejection syndrome. Like,
yeah.
I have that so much that I'm terrified to give it to somebody else.
I think the other side of it that I want to bring into the conversation is that I don't want it to be like, be careful of what you say. Think about what you say 24/7.
No.
Like, be meticulous. Like, be perfect. Like, no.
We're not perfect.
We are human beings, and you're going to say something that is going to come off wrong to somebody else because they have a different perspective. I think it's all about owning it at the end of the day. I think it's about catching yourself either when it happens or realizing later when it happens and going back to that person saying, hey, I said this and I didn't mean it like that and it felt weird and I just want to own up to that. And what I was really trying to say is this, or I want to make sure that you don't feel that.
Right.
And I want to make sure you're okay. Like at the end of the day, like be nice.
Even on like be nice. We always say that, is that kind, or are you being kind?
Yes.
Things like that. But also try to empower you. Like if you're the one that felt that was hurtful to you,
Yeah.
to be brave enough to say, I didn't like the way you said that.
Right.
That's a hard one. That is hard.
Yeah, because you want to be the bigger person and not make a
Right.
big deal out of it. And so
You'll just let things roll off and
Right.
just be like, it's better to stay quiet and not say anything and just let
Savor.
that fester in my life.
ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because just when like someone says, oh, you suck all the air out of the room, I could have very well come up and say, oh, can you explain what you mean by that?
Right.
Like, let's talk about that. Like,
Exactly.
oh, I'm curious about that. Tell me more. Like,
Mhm.
I love getting, it's my new game to get curious when
Yes.
something is said that I'm just like,
What does that mean?
Oh, tell me more about that. It's a fun game to play for sure, especially in meetings. There's a lot of people and the person has to repeat that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think again, it's not on one person. A parent situation is different, I think. Because parents should be the parent.
Agreed, but I do feel like...
But they're allowed to make mistakes.
For sure. They are allowed to make mistakes.
Yes.
And I feel like as children get older and become adults and
Yes.
become parents,
Then you can come back.
then you can come back, but being able to question what is said to you or bring up something from the past and how it made you feel
Right.
should be approached on both sides with like, oh, okay, well, let's talk about it. Not that, well, that's not accurate.
Yeah. And I think, tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm not a parent, but when you're a young parent, you realize stuff that your parents did, and then you see another side of it.
Absolutely. There's definitely times where I have seen something that I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
At on the other hand, too, I have seen ways that I know I don't want to approach being a parent based on things that I've seen in the past.
I definitely don't want to approach being a parent.
To me, it's not about raising a clone of us.
Yes.
In any way, shape, or form.
Thank you.
It is about letting my children be themselves and learn how to be themselves and to be there next to them as they navigate those hard times in life to figure that out. But then you give them the tools to be able to navigate and not get lost. If you've ever felt like you didn't belong when you walked into a room, you definitely belong here with us.
And that inner fear, which, by the way, like, you don't know it's fear at the time. It's just like an inner irk. And it's that inner irk, you don't know what it is, but to stop and name it and think about, oh, I am scared this will happen, or I am afraid of this. And that's why it irks me. Or you get the ick, or whatever you want to call it. But it doesn't mean that you're a fraud or a failure or less than, or you're sucking the air out of the room.
No.
It means that you really care about what you're fucking doing.
Yeah.
And you're doing something that matters to you.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I think it's important to stop and ask, am I doing it the way I want to do it?
That's what should matter.
Yeah.
So, thanks for staying.
Yes. Yeah, that's that best friend banter.
Thanks for staying with us in these
the weave
conversations, the ebb and flow of the nonsense that we go through, but the deeper meanings behind it too.
Yes.
If this episode struck a chord with you, please share it with somebody you know. DM us if you have any thoughts on topics you would like to hear.
This is a series.
And
we can explore different perspectives of it. So
100%.
If you're interested in talking more about this, and we also have an email.
We do.
podcast@useyourfear.com.
Yes. And a website.
Yes. And always, if you want to talk about a certain episode, please put the subject on the episode there, and then that way we know what you're talking about. There you go.
If you'd like to be on the podcast, we're always looking for more people to get more perspectives.
Go to useyourfear.com. There's a whole form to fill out, and you can put in your information there. And next, this is a gut punch for me to even say. I wonder how sweaty I'm going to get in the next episode.
So sweaty. We're going to have to take a break before we dive into this.
Probably. Yeah. Can we just do it in a cooler? Like, I'll go to a restaurant and be like, hey, can we use your cooler for like 2 hours?
Right.
But it's what happens when fear... it's even hard for me to say. Okay, it's right there, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the next episode is burnout.
That one's you.
Sobriety.
That one's me. So next up in our 4-part series will be episode 3. The title is Burnout, Sobriety, and When Doing Too Much Becomes Survival. We're talking about what happens when you're going 1,000,000 miles an hour, even when we're running on empty.
I don't know what that feels like.
No? Weird.
Really, I also want to preface this as, like, we're not trying to fix fear.
No.
That's not how you use fear. And when you're going 50 million miles a minute, you are stuffing it down. You can't, this is my least favorite word, because it's actually, like, the most feedback I've gotten is, oh, you're not strategic.
Ugh.
You know why I'm not strategic? Because I'm trying to survive doing all these teeny tiny tactics.
It's like drinking water out of a fire hose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to stop and think about, like, what is showing up? What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? What are your emotions? And what are you scared of right now?
Name it.
Name it at the end of the day. Name it.
Name it.
That's a Real Housewife thing. Name it.
Is it?
It is. I'll just show you the clip.
Is that the one where she's yelling and then there's a cat?
No. But she likes to wear cat sweaters.
No, there's that meme with the lady that's being held back and she's yelling, and then the next one is the cat sitting at the dinner table like, meh.
Okay, you're gonna show me that one later.
Oh, you can't believe
I can't wait to catch you up.
Years old.
Okay. All right, yeah. So name your fear,
mm-hmm.
and then you can use it. Because if you can't name it, you can't use it.
The first step to recovery is to admit you have a problem.
And staying in the questions. Not rushing to the quick fix.
There is no quick
There
fix.
isn't.
You can't quick fix
Even
this.
if you think you have the answer, I find this, the next day I'm like, oh, that wasn't the answer. It was really something else. And then the next week it's like, oh no, it was,
So we can get into on our next episode.
I'm sweating.
How your last big quick fix landed for you. So please stay tuned. Join us next week.
I might be sick.
I don't give a shit. You're there.
I'll be upside down.
I'll drag you. Kicking and screaming.
Yeah. But no, we thank you guys for being here, and we hope this helps.
Thank you for being a part of our community, and as we continue to grow, and we share us with all your friends, share us with whoever you feel like needs to hear these words too, and we'll see you guys, hear you guys, listen to you guys
Next time. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Use Your Fear podcast.
Oh, great. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.